Okay, it's been a minute. It's been a couple days actually. My house is currently a huge mess. I was in the process of cleaning out old decor, hanging up new decor, and then my shower pipe decided to go on the fritz, and now I have to go through the process of getting that repaired, but all of my stuff is laid out in the garage meanwhile, and so it's been a big mess. All of my Christmas stuff is out because I had to move all that to check if the wall had, you know, gotten water, and we don't want mold and all of that happening. So that's all just in my living room. My whole garage has been unable to be used because I just have stuff sprawled out all across the floor. It's a fun time. We're having a good time here. But yeah, I think I've just decided to embrace this time of stress and time of cleanse, and to just move forward and have a positive attitude, stay positive, keep doing what I need to do, because if I just shut down and I don't move forward, nothing will ever get done. But I'm also going to not let it overwhelm me. I'm going to be calm and try to remember that things will get done. It just takes time and patience and one step at a time, because I'm very bad at wanting like the end result right this second, and that can't happen unless you go through the steps, and I'm not very good at going through all of the steps, or at least being patient enough to go through all the steps. But I am a hard worker, so I will get everything done, and who knows what I'm going to decide. I might just decorate everything now for fall and Halloween, or I might just wait until this whole fiasco is done in the garage and that's all fixed with my pipe. But we'll see. Because I don't put enough on my plate, I've also decided that I want to put a rug in my dining room because my floors are not that great and I'm tired of kind of like tripping over them. So I did get a Ruggable, and I will say that it is worth the hype. I think that it's really nice to be able to just throw the rug in the wash, although the one I got is kind of big, so I think I'll still take it to the laundromat and wash it myself over there, because they have bigger machines. But I do love that it's easy to lift up. This is supposed to be the bottom part where I guess it sticks onto the carpet so that the carpet doesn't move. I can't think of the proper name for it. So this is the rug that I got from Ruggable. I put the non-slip mat underneath. I wish I knew the name of it. But this is the pattern that I got. It's so pretty. I love it so much. I laid the mat out first. It was a little wrinkly, so I just took my time kind of letting it settle a little bit. And then I started on one corner and tried to do like straight across as tight as I could do it. And then I kind of like worked inch by inch and rolled it out a little bit. I think if I were to do it again, I would maybe roll it in like one big roll and then I would set it down and then I would kind of roll it out. I think it might make it a little bit easier. But the other thing that I've definitely had to do is kind of like use my feet to smooth it out, and you can kind of hear it like readjust itself. So it's not terrible to do. I mean, it really is easy and smooth, and I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. It's gonna be perfect for underneath my table, and if anything happens, like my dogs or an accident, then I can definitely clean it up. Here it is with the table. I think it's gonna go really good in this room with the plants and the darker wood. Like I said, it kind of covers up my trouble areas right here. I have like quite a bit of moving boards that are coming up, and it's really a pain in the butt, but for now this is going to be great, and I really love it. I think it's so pretty with the table. During the time that I was cleaning out my garage and organizing all the decor to figure out what I was going to donate and everything, my ceiling in my garage started leaking after everyone in the house took a shower, like one after the other, and of course it looked like rain coming down. I didn't know what the noise was. It was like a like a drip, but like a bunch of drips. And at first I thought it was an animal getting into something in the garage, but then I looked and it literally looked like rain coming from the ceiling. It was very odd. So my drainage pipe for my shower is definitely cracked, but it's a whole thing in there now, and now I have to like get that repaired, which is going to take time. So because of that, I had to clear out the garage and pack everything that I unpacked and like sorted out and laid out on the tables. And now I have to take care of everything in there and move it. So I moved all of the Halloween stuff in here and I just decorated because I was like, I don't care if it's on October. I know people decorate like in August, so I'm not that early or that late. And I just decorated the whole house with Halloween stuff to help get rid of those bins that I have there at least. The rest will, you know, they'll be in storage, which is totally fine. Today I'm going to do some mini projects to finish the decor for Halloween. And I'm really excited because I have a couple things that I've never done before, and we'll see if it works. I saw some videos online and some are just kind of like my idea. If you ever want artwork from somewhere that's really affordable and they just have like tons of different things, Hobby Lobby really does have a lot of stuff. Plan is to paint like a tiny little ghost right here. I also got this painting too, and I really love it, and I kind of don't want to paint anything on it because I just like the picture by itself. But I think I'm going to put a ghost, hopefully like right here. I don't know, it kind of like reminds me of the edge of the sea, like a cliff right by the sea, but I don't know why. It makes me think of New England a lot. So I got these two matching cauldrons in different sizes at totally different stores. They're not even from the same store. I think I want to paint this detail a little more gold so it matches this one, or I might leave it. I don't know, it doesn't have to be exactly the same. But my idea is to take these bulbs here and make bubbles out of them, so it looks like bubbles are coming out of the cauldron. And I saw this being done online. I thought this was such a great idea, and I got like these clear iridescent ones for the big one, and I could only find these small white ones, but I thought a little bit different isn't going to hurt it. And I think I'm going to hot glue them. We'll see if that works. I don't think it'll ruin the plastic bulb. Side note, I got this really adorable bag that is perfect for my Halloween shopping. And in here I got so much arts and crafts things that you just never know when you need. And mostly it's like a bunch of glitter, but all these cute little containers. I have a thing for miniature things, containers, houses, decor, all of it. I got this square canvas that's really perfect for maybe my own painting, but definitely the idea of buying paintings really cheap from Goodwill and just doing whatever you want with them is probably the most economical. But if you're like creative and you have some time and you want to do something different, I think you should just paint, even if you're not good at it. Side note, I don't know what I'm going to do with these mini clothespins, but I am very obsessed with miniature stuff like this. This is exactly what I'm talking about. And these little bottles with the little corks are so cute. Do I know what I'm doing with it? No, but Mod Podge, I've never used this before, but everyone seems to use it for arts and crafts, and I don't know, I just thought I would try it. Sequins, is that kind of the thing, like when you go somewhere and you just buy a bunch of stuff because it's on sale or it's like really affordable and you're like, I don't know why I bought it, but I did. So I do like to paint. I like to think I have some artistic ability, but not the best, and it doesn't matter. You just paint and do what you want to do. It's only for you, and it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks about it. Someone might like it, someone might not like it, but at the end of the day, you did it. And I don't think it's always about the end product either. It's about what you processed through it. This is getting like very deep and probably silly, but I've painted things or drawn things at different periods in my life that have helped me get through those things. And when I go back and look at those drawings or those paintings, I don't look at like the flaws. I don't look at even necessarily the end product of what it is. I remember that time that I did that artwork. I remember that time that I made that craft, and it's more of a memory that I went through something, or that that was a time in my life when this happened. And not all of them are struggles. Some of them are just really happy times as well, where I just felt inspired and I wanted to create something. So I think you need to kind of do what makes you feel good, and you need to do what makes you feel connected. So I go to start gluing this and I realize I don't have any glue for the glue gun. So I'm gonna go look for that, or I have to go buy some. Welcome to Lisa's Art Studio. We are switching gears. I originally was gonna start with the cauldrons, but I don't have any hot glue. I can't even remember the last time that I bought hot glue, which is probably why I don't have any. So we're gonna paint instead today, and I'm going to be painting my ghost. And it's very spooky looking already, and adding the ghost on there I think is gonna make it look really cool. I might even do two. I haven't decided. I am a little worried how it's gonna look, but we're gonna do it anyways because it's an experiment, and that's okay to see what things will look like, even though you have no idea if what you're doing is gonna look good or not. I'm just using regular acrylic paint because that's all I have. My ghosts don't have to be perfect. It's not gonna be artwork that's gonna be revered around the world. It's just for me and whoever comes to my house and wants to see the ghost. And actually, the more that I kind of use the brush, the more it kind of spreads out the paint and makes like these streaks so that it's kind of a little more sheer. Look at me giving you pointers like I know what I'm talking about. And always a ghost next to a tree, because that is just automatically spooky. Not every ghost is gonna look exactly the same because they're all different, just like human living people. Okay, I don't know what it is about this, but this is like really fun. I kind of want to put a ghost on top of a roof, but I'm not sure if that looks weird, or it just looks like there's like a whole family of ghosts on this farm. Okay, question, but do you think I should attempt to make a little ghost dog? I'm gonna try it because that has been my obsession this whole Halloween season, is the ghost walking the dog statue thing that you could find at Marshall's or TJ Maxx, Home Goods, whatever. I love that thing. So I am going to paint a ghost dog. Here are the ghosts painted on without any eyes yet. I'm gonna go in and put eyes just with black paint. You know what would be really fun to do is getting a photo or a painting that's in the forest and lots of green, and painting like little sprites, I guess that's what you would call it, or little fairies in there. I think you would just have to make like the silhouette of it, like a fairy leg and fairy arms and maybe some like cool hair, and you could put like a basic dress or pants or get crazy, I don't know, do whatever you want. But I think this toothpick action is working really well for me. I'm making some pretty decent eyes, and they're all different kind of eyes, so when in doubt, you make a mistake, just scratch it out. Just kidding, don't do that. There's probably a much more professional way of taking the paint off. I remember when I was younger, we had this school project where we had to make a document look like it was in that period of time. And it was the writing that had to look like that, but our group took it a step further and we decided to make the actual paper look older and that it was aged. So I think we took just some really thick paper and put it in tea mixed with water, and let it soak in there for a long time. Then took it out, let it dry, and then we kind of burned the edges around the paper so it kind of looked a little torn, and I don't know, it looked like a mess. It looked like it had been through probably a fire, which doesn't make sense, but that's what we did, and it was kind of fun to do that. I also realized right this second as I'm doing this, I never put a tail on the ghost dog. How could I forget one of the most important characteristics of a little ghost dog? This is my first attempt and final product. So here are the ghosts close up. This one is supposed to look like it's behind the hill. I tried my best. This one I kind of messed up a little bit on, and maybe I'll try to clean it up, but maybe not. I don't know. He's just chilling in the grass. This guy is coming down from the door, walking down the hill, being like, oh, you caught me. This guy is hiding between the tree and the edge of the bridge because he's a little shy. And this guy is coming out of, I don't even know what this is. A greenhouse? What is this building? I don't know. But he's coming out of there because he has secrets. This guy's on top of the roof because that's just what he likes to do. He likes to be on top of the roof. And this guy over here is down, like standing next to the tree. Classic, iconic. This guy over here is by the granary. I think I know what that is, a granary. And he is looking like nothing. This guy is walking his dog. He's walking his ghost dog. I don't know if that is even kind of discernible as a ghost walking a dog, but it looks kind of like it to me. And this guy is just chilling in the trees. This ghost and this ghost, actually even this ghost on top of the roof, are probably the ghosts that I would be if I were one. So yeah, that's the whole thing. Okay, it's time to graduate to an even bigger painting, and all I want to do is paint a ghost walking a dog going this way. I don't know why, I'm like more nervous to paint this one for some reason. I think I'll paint the ghost kind of on the top here of the grass, and if I decide to add the dog, I can put it right next to it. But first I'm going to start with the ghost, I think. And I'm going to make him a little bigger because the other ones were really mini ghosts. Ooh, I kind of want to make a ghost couple. Oh my gosh, I can't decide if I should add a little more white or let it be transparent like this. I kind of want to add two dogs to represent Ari and Chewy, and this is like the couple ghost walking their two dogs. Okay, that looks pretty good for my Yorkie. Now the tricky part is going to be painting the Aria. Okay, so my battery died in the middle of me painting that, and I couldn't show anything else that I added, but I added the dogs, I added a little more height to the ghosts because it looked like they were a little too short. Here are my ghosts outside enjoying the beautiful day with their clouds and their two little ghost doggies. I do think I should add a cat ghost somewhere. I'm not sure where. Maybe I'll add it to the one at the farm that has all the different little ghosts. I'll add like a tiny little cat ghost if I can paint that tiny. Similar to the way that I put the eyes on all the ghosts, I think I'm gonna have to use this toothpick with white paint to paint the cat because the brushes I have are just a little too big. Done. Just kidding. It's just a white blob. Okay, we'll really try to work on these ears here. There's probably a much better tool to use than a toothpick to paint this, but... Okay, it kind of looks like a cat. It kind of looks like maybe a mouse. I'm not sure. The hardest part here is going to be making these eyes on this teeny tiny thing. Oh my gosh, I'm nervous. Oh, okay. That already didn't work. It looks like it has one eyeball. So I'm gonna have to repaint on top of that and then try again with something maybe even thinner, like a needle. I don't know. Okay, I did put the tiniest amount of paint that I could possibly put on the end of the toothpick and very lightly dabbed it on, and it seemed to turn out okay. So this is my ghost cat. It's not my best work, but I'm happy it's there. He looks cute, and this guy kind of looks like he's trying to get him out of the tree. Oh, because he's on the roof. Oh my gosh, it's like I planned that and I totally did not, but it works. Yay! Yay me. Okay, so in doing the cat, I decided to go through and redo some of the ghosts as well, just because I'm a perfectionist and I was not happy and I wanted to change it a little bit. But there's the cat and the ghost, sorry about the glare, the ghost trying to, I don't know, maybe he's just looking at the cat, I don't know. This one is not sure what's going on. It kind of looks a little angry. And this one is like, what are you doing on my farm? Last but not least, I have the really big barn to paint. I've had so much fun painting ghosts on everything that I want to do this every year. I think I'm going to start looking out for pictures or paintings that I think will work really well for the future and kind of save them for next year, and I'll do it again, or at least, like, you know, find one that I can save and maybe paint a new one every year. That'd be so much fun. I'm like really excited. These would be really great gifts to give someone too for like Halloween decor. I don't know, I feel like my friends would appreciate it, so I might even do that too for the future. I'm not nervous. Are you nervous? I'm nervous. I'm not nervous. I also don't typically paint vertically, so this is kind of a different technique. I think once I give it some eyes, it'll really look spooky. But like a cute spooky. I'm not trying to scare anybody here. Like, I don't want anyone to be afraid to come inside my house, but alright, we'll see how well. He's just chilling under the tree. Oh my gosh, I really love it. Like, it makes me really happy. I don't know. I think it's been such a long time since I've painted that I forgot how happy it makes me to create something new. So this is something I'm going to continue doing because I had so much fun making these ghosts. I cannot wait to do it again. If I find another painting before October ends, I think I'll paint another one. This is just so fun, and it was really easy. It wasn't difficult to do. So I think it's a really cute idea if you take a big painting like that barn one and put a ghost for every single family member, and or like your friends, group of friends would be really cool. And just have like a little ghost that represents you. You could even like have each person paint their own ghost on it. I think it'd be kind of fun, like sweet. Cauldron is ready for the bulbs. I don't really have a plan. I'm just gonna wing it, see what kind of looks good together. I think I should probably take these top parts off though, which I could have done ahead of time, but I did not because I didn't think about it. So yeah, I think something, you know, like this. Maybe I'll start like on the outer edge and then work my way in. That seems to make sense. That seems to work really well, actually. And oh, it's kind of melting it a little bit, but nothing crazy. That's chewy. Yeah, I mean, it melts it for sure. Okay, so far I really am liking it. I think I have like a whole bunch more to go, but I will say the smell of this plastic is definitely not healthy to be breathing in. But I do have the window open, that's helping. Oh boy. I don't know if blowing on it helps or even makes a difference, but I'm blowing on it. So my thought process is to just randomly put the ornaments wherever I think it'll look the most natural to have bubbles. Okay, it is important to hold it because it can fall apart. The glue's not dried enough. I think my glue is too hot again because it's taking a really long time to dry now. And I have to hold it in place or it'll pop right off. The whole time I thought that the smell was coming from the glue, but I think it might actually be these ornaments. They have a very like distinct smell, almost kind of like sulfur and something else. Not sure.
Hereby sentenced to live as robots live on Earth. They will perform tedious calculations and spot weld automobiles